TYT Sports, everybody. Jason Rubin here with you. The Seattle Seahawks go down again in the actual loudest stadium in the country, the Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. There was a lot that went on in this game. It was a hell of a dogfight back and forth. But when push came to shove, and literally push came to shove, Jamaal Charles flashed not just moments, an entire game of brilliant football running. Now, to preempt all of that, the blocking was there all game for him. He was getting block after block. No discredit to Jamaal Charles. He's an unbelievable athlete and he was making jukes, breaking ankles the entire game. I believe he finished with 159 yards on 20 attempts and 2 touchdowns. But the numbers don't tell the whole story because there was a few 16 and 25-yard runs that were just things of beauty. The blocking was there. His athleticism was there. Since October 19th, Jamaal Charles has had a touchdown in every single game. He scored against San Diego, St. Louis, twice against St. Louis, once against the Jets, once against Buffalo, and now twice against the Seahawks. He's racking up touchdowns after what was kind of a slow start for Jamaal Charles going into the season. He also battled with some injury before his last 5-game absurdity streak. Russell Wilson had an unbelievable bootleg, then cannon across his body to Doug Baldwin. That was the first touchdown pass for Wilson on the day. It is really hard to throw across your body. I always make the comparison to Michael Vick when he first came in the league, and then if you ever watch his highlights on Virginia Tech, there was a point where Mike Vick would bootleg out to the right. He'd be on like their own 45-yard line. This is both with Atlanta and when he was on Virginia Tech. And he would throw it across his body like 55 yards downfield. That is literally absurd. And the arm strength you need to do that is out of this world. So a beautifully run. It was a little bit of a botch play, but he found Doug Baldwin in the back of the end zone after a cannon as he rolled out. Tony Moyaki is the best shot I can at pronouncing that. Former Chief, now on the Seahawks. Oh, what a good run play by the Seahawks on like the 2-yard line. They try to give the ball, or they fake the ball to Marshawn Lynch, which you got to think with beast mode as your running back, it's going to be your go-to 90% of the time. It's like, give it to beast mode. He doesn't go down easy. He's going to fall forward. It's going to be a touchdown. That fake sold the entire Kansas City Chiefs defense. Not just the line, not just the linebackers, not just, literally the whole goal line defense was sold by it. And a little lob, just throw it up there. Monique comes down with it. Other than that, the big highlights of the game, Ricardo Lockett was ejected. He was getting pushed around on that punt return. As the commentators were saying, it's a tough day at the office. You get pushed down, you're getting back up, you get pushed down again. I don't really know if that was so much of an unnecessary roughness. It didn't, he was being tackled already. He was being tackled as he was going out of bounds, but it was a little extra push. He didn't leave with his helmet, but it's the way the NFL is going nowadays. It's how it's going to be from, basically here on out. So those are the calls that can and will get you ejected in the NFL is a unnecessary roughness call like that. Russell Wilson was getting it done in the ground, in the air, but it was not enough. Niall Davis and the Kansas City Chiefs rushing attack was there all game. The offensive line, you were the Turks of the. I'm giving my Turk way too early for this. I know we're going to be talking about it tomorrow on Best and Worst, or our Turks and Jerks segment. But for me, even if I'm not on it, I'm giving my Turk out early. It's the Kansas City offensive line. They were there all game, playing hard, pushing Seattle back, and it was a joy to watch. So Seattle, Kansas City, a game with major playoff implications going forward. Kansas City got the best of them. Good play calling on Andy Reid, the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Everything went well for the Chiefs. Everything went just right enough for the Chiefs, I should say, to pull out the win 24-20. I really liked watching Jamaal Charles do that thing with the football that he does so damn well. That's one of my favorite Reddit comments from last week. So he did it again this week. So good for Jamaal Charles, good for the offensive line, good for Kansas City. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to Turks and Jerks, our Best and Worst in the NFL Monday morning recaps. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I'm Jason Rubin. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Twitter, all of that good stuff.